Good evening. Oh, my thing's a bit loud. Let's knock that back a bit. I think my voice was a bit distorted on the videos last time. Oh, no.
The feedback monster.
Yeah, that was my phone playing back. Because got to make it look at least there's one person, which is me.
I'm watching too, Phil.
Oh, well, there we go. Two of us. Right.
Bump that algorithm.
I'll put the phone down now. I'll do the usual thing, run through what else is coming up, and if anybody else has got anything to add that they're doing, we'll do that as well. Where are we getting the right channel before we give some list of somebody else, completely different people's events. So good evening. We've got a few things going on this week, as always. Tonight, of course, we've got the next session of the Moonchild. Unfortunately, we are down. Nitos is ill, so he won't be joining us. So we will be brutally murdering Alicia in a alleyway somewhere.
No.
Right, but tomorrow on the Palace stage, there is a episode of Sorcerer scheduled. Is that right? Are you still you're in that, aren't you, John? Or is that not happening?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Oh, maybe I'm announcing something. Well, it's down on the list, so just in case it is happening, that's at 8 o'clock. That might be at 8 o'clock, and maybe on the Palace stage. Otherwise, it'll be a bit quiet. In fact, it looks a bit quiet this week, according to this. Then we're jumping all the way to Friday on the Infinite Monkey Tales Twitch channel, where I will be the keeper on the another couple of sessions of the Highway of Blood, rerun of the Highway of Blood. So that's on Friday, but also Saturday, which is definitely going to be the last one. Otherwise, it would be quite a big gap, another big gap between those two sessions and the next one. Also on Saturday. Oh no, that can't be happening. So it's because it's just me. That's on a break. Dragonbane is normally on a Saturday as well, but that's on a break. On Sunday at 1:30 a.m. On the Twitch channel is Jake's game of Delta Green Convergence, which I couldn't sleep last week, so I watched it and it was very good. So if you do suffer from insomnia, or you are up at that time for some reason, I recommend watching that.
Is that going up on YouTube anytime soon?
I would have eventually. Okay. I believe there is a backlog of videos due to circumstances. Also on Sunday is a more reasonable time, perhaps 8 o'clock over on the Brotherhood of Dice channel is the next session of my World of Grey campaign, the Legacy of Ashardalon. And then that brings us back round to Monday, where there's another session of the Horde of the Dragon Queen, run by Cherry Flavored Twink on the Belasco stage on the IMT Discord channel, and also Twilight's Fall, run by Flea on the Palace stage. And then that brings us back round to the Moonchild, which is probably most definitely going to be the last one of the Moonchild next week. Or maybe not.
Probably, definitely.
Probably, definitely. That's a good qualifier, I think. Okay. So that's that stuff out my bit out of the way. So have you got anything coming up then, Colin?
I do indeed. Tomorrow night, I'm on Medale. We are back to Wellington Paranormal. We're in this season 3 now, covering a couple of episodes out of that. This Sunday, we have the Talk Spot. Cameron and I in the afternoon in our usual roundup. And then later on that evening, I have author Natalia Rose Wolf. Following Monday, then, we have Attack of the Killer Chickens. Chris and I are going to do some random.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you got that advertised. I've not heard of that one.
Yeah, it's one of the random. Was like, I have to watch it. It's going to be terrible, but I'm going to watch it.
What do you mean? It can't possibly be terrible with a character like that.
On Wednesday, then we're back with Alien, the Dracona Strain trilogy.
Oh God, yes.
We carry on with Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, that's not. I need to check why that's not on the on my calendar as well.
Oh, sorry.
And anything in the board game front, Dave? Or
not streaming or anything. Did play my father's work last night, which is
did you?
Very,
is it any
very
good?
if you get a chance to play it, though.
I did.
I think we only got halfway through because you can save it.
Yeah.
It's like 3 separate generations.
Yeah.
And you lose like everything between generations. It's really, really harsh. But it's for people that like stories. It does have a really nice theme, almost like a plot, because you're doing your experiments with your servants. So it's worker placement, but
Yeah.
it does have a really nice theme for people that like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I did.
So no, I would thoroughly recommend it.
Yeah, I did. I did consider backing it on Kickstarter, but it was crazy expensive. I seem to remember.
Have you seen the
yeah.
have you seen the Maniac game that's being out at the moment? It's kind of a little bit of Betrayal at House on the Hill, a little bit of The Thing, where there's lots of like walking around, and then one of you turns into a murderer, and then it's got to hunt down the others. It's got some nice little. It's like a 3D version you can get on the Game Found, where it's got like 3D, kind of like a house with a tower and everything. It's pretty cool. The NRB people played it the other day. I was thinking about it, but I thought, yeah, I was thinking about backing it, but it was like 144 quid for the all in, and I thought, oh, that's quite a lot.
And then the shipping, which is probably at least half that as well.
Possibly.
Yeah,
yeah,
crazy.
Putting back, although I do have all in for Horror on the Orient Express. I don't think.
Yeah, me too. Wait for them to show up in August.
On the basis of August, September, October, December.
Yeah.
On the basis that I probably wouldn't play all of like the main stuff, let alone loads of expansions.
Yeah, you do realise it excludes you from ever being able to play the Call of Cthulhu campaign as well. Although you played
I played the campaign. I've played all of it apart from, I think, England and France.
Oh yeah, you joined partway through, didn't you?
Yeah, partway through. I think they'd done England and France. So, and that is, I remember Masks. I could play again because I have very faint memories of that, and I think I could forget the couple of bits that I remember because it's probably. But yeah, I don't think I could play Fear of Spoiler.
Yeah, I think you, like you say, I think you can maybe get away with Mass, but I think with Orient Express, once you know it, don't you? But anyway, so right, let's get on then. So we'll start as usual with a bit of a recap, then. Try something different. Try to let the AI write me a recap, so this might be atrocious.
That's all completely wrong.
Yeah,
not in robot voice.
Not that I was running out of time writing it, so I thought, I know. Okay, so last session, it's not written in the style that I would usually write it either. So the last session began with everyone struggling with the perception of reality and
what was going on.
What was going on, whether hallucinations or the perception seemingly clouded by bizarre shared experiences and individual experiences as well. Despite these doubts, though, you joined David and Bridget for dinner at their house, and that gathering, sitting down that table, brought an unexpected sense of familiarity, as if the years and the events that separated you all dropped away, as if they never occurred, and you felt a rekindling of that deep connection between you all, despite your possible growing negative feelings or feelings of doubt towards David. So during the course of the meal, you learned that some of the other members of the 13 still live in the general area. Mary Kubine, she lives in a nearby village, while Nathan lives in close to the town centre of Milton Keynes itself. You also learned that Bridget and David's son, rather, Michael, when he was young, had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. But astonishingly, about 9 years ago, he experienced a miraculous recovery, for which Bridget just sang the praises of the NHS staff and professionals. But after Bridget has left the room, David actually attributes it to the intervention of the goddess, that he called upon the goddess to intervene, and her will was enacted through the creation of a Moonchild with Sarah, which he claims is Sean. So he claims that agreeing to create a Moonchild for the goddess was what cured Michael of his terminal cancer. So a little bit shortly after that, you made your excuses and left David's house. At which point, John received an unexpected and slightly unsettling phone call from Melinda Moody, another member of the 13. She revealed that she spoke about how she and John had always possessed real powers. Herself having some level of mediumship, which she usually explored through the use of a Ouija board. And John was known for his talent with the tarot card. She also recounted how the voices in her head, the spirit that used to speak to her, had intensified in the years after finishing university, but had mysteriously quiet about 9 or 10 years ago. But now, however, the voices have returned. Melinda mentioned to John that Stacy, but the call was ended abruptly in a screech of static. But later that day, John received a perhaps slightly cryptic message from Melinda stating that Stacy had always trusted him the most, and that perhaps that she there's something more she wanted to speak to him. But again, the message kind of a little bit, like I said, a bit cryptic, a bit garbled. So that evening, after returning home, Ray decided to do a bit of online research and was able to uncover a few more bits of snippets of information about some of the other members of the 13. So Greg Draper, the only one who hasn't been contacted by Sarah, is now living in Matlock, employed as an assistant at a local undertaker's. And from a recent photograph that you found online, you discovered that Greg is missing most of his right arm, probably from about elbow downwards, that he reportedly lost in an accident on his uncle's farm about 15 years ago. Melinda Moody, meanwhile, is residing in Norwich, working as a reporter for a local newspaper. She maintains a weekly Wednesday commitment to a local Buddhist group and continues to show an avid interest in New Age practices. Looking into some attempts to look into David Barber a bit more, Ray was found little to nothing, although he did take the trouble to fabricate some incriminating browser history on some of David's devices. But he did discover that David had made several fruitless attempts to locate a rare book entitled Monsters and Their Kind, and also that David's calendar showed recurring entries for research and rituals with MC and NH, likely Mary Cubine and Nathan Held. Around this point, Ray's pet Spot exhibited some disturbing behaviour, speaking in a demonic voice, with making quite nasty threats against him. And
Spot's a good boy. Wouldn't do that.
So the next day, I think you decided to try and contact Nathan and Mary. So first, visiting the library where Nathan Held is supposedly works, found he wasn't there. But Eric was able to, with the mobile number given him by David and Bridget, was able to speak to Nathan on the phone, and has arranged a meetup at the Red Bull pub in Milton Keynes at 3:00 this afternoon. Alicia gave Mary a call, which kind of was a bit non-committal, kind of resulted in a vague promise for Mary to call back to possibly arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, while this was going off, or just after this phone call, John received another garbled and corrupted text message from Melinda about Stacy. And I think it was this that prompted your decision to, I think you were intending to travel to the hospital next?
Yeah, we thought but a bit of time before we're going to the Red Line, so we thought we may as well go to the hospital.
Yeah, because it's just coming up to midday, so you got a few hours before that meeting. And so while you were planning your next move, you saw Angelica hanging around outside the wonderful Milton Keynes Centre MK, Dave, that important place.
Yeah.
So she's hanging around outside there, and then David's car pulled up, and she climbs into David's car, and the vehicle pulls away. John manages to capture a short video on his phone, and as he's recording this video, a teenage boy with piercing clear blue eyes, lank and greasy black hair, that partially obscured a pock-marked face riddled with sores and scabs, and an unnaturally wide grin full of rotting teeth as the car drives away.
Your normal, average Milton Keynes denizen.
Yeah, just a typical teenage. And that is where we left it. I'm not going to get the AI to write a recap again. That was awful.
I watched the episode earlier on Colin's channel, and it just basically negated that whole watching now, so it's fine.
Right, so the floor is yours then, guys.
Right, hospital.
So hold on, did we all see
We're
that?
still
Yes.
hospitaling.
So no, everybody saw Angelica. I'll just stop looking over to the camera on the right. So everybody saw Angelica get into David's car, but only you so far have seen that. Saw the because she was zoomed in with your phone, videoing it. So only you actually saw this kid in the back on the back seat.
Right, so I'm like, holy shit, and then stop the video.
Fucking perv. I should have lamped him after all.
I'll play that back to everybody to see if I've got the number plates, to see if anybody else sees what I saw.
So yeah, it's there.
Oh.
So you see, you all see as
So we
John plays his
actually-
back.
Sean's looking rough.
You see this.
I've
this kid.
I've seen that kid. I've seen that face before, haven't I?
You have.
Have I seen it?
God, shit! I've seen that face before
However, the important thing is
on the bus
user seeing this
yesterday.
face.
Yeah, we can see it. We can definitely see it.
My
What if I got random maps on them?
that kid was on my bus yesterday.
Okay.
Was
So so David's picking up a dirty kid. Maybe he's got like some other kids lying around. Well, it's a bit weird to have them in the back of your car when you're picking up your teenage girlfriend.
This guy's not right.
there's something deeply wrong going on.
All right, well, let's go and see how Stacey's doing.
Okay.
I might check myself in as well. Current rate.
Okay. So it's maybe about 10-15 minute walk from here to the hospital. And you get to the hospital. Are you going to the front desk or?
Oh, we know where we're going.
Yeah.
We know.
Okay. So you head up to the psychiatric ward and to Ward 2 on the psychiatric ward. And you get to the nurses station, and they ask you who you're here to see.
Stacy.
No, sir.
Stacy.
Stacey.
Stacy. Oh, Sarah.
No, Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah Moore. Sarah's the who invited you. It is Stacey. Stacey.
It is Stacy.
Gray. Stacey Gray.
Stacey. Is it Stacey? Gray?
Stacy
Kimball.
Isn't it Gray? I've got
Kimball.
Stacey Gray.
Kimball.
Stacey Kimball. It is indeed. Yeah.
All right,
Stacey Kimball.
that'll do as well.
So she kind of looks at you a bit. Looks at a little bit puzzled. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Miss Kimball passed away a few days ago.
What? We were here like yesterday.
Were
we?
Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't believe so. I don't recognise you. I was on duty. I was on day
What
shift. Yes.
of?
Sorry.
She wasn't ill.
The three of us and another friend, all four of us were here together yesterday.
I put Alicia in an Uber
Talk
because she
to her.
wasn't feeling too well.
Okay. Well, that's not the point. You must be mistaken. I was here on duty. I could. Well, I'm sure the other staff can confirm that. But yeah, you definitely didn't see Stacey Kimball. She passed away 3 days ago.
She was in her bed.
She was in her bed. She died in her bed. Her heart just gave out.
This is Ward 2.
Yes, Ward 2 psychiatric ward. Stacey Kimball.
Stacey.
Stacey Kimball. That's who you're asking about.
So who did we talk to?
Well, we didn't talk to anybody on here on this
Wasn't our
on this
friend?
ward.
I don't remember. We didn't
Wait,
say
hang
anything.
on. I look at my pocket, see if I've got the parking ticket of yesterday.
Yes, you have.
Look, we were definitely here. We were definitely in this hospital yesterday.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just telling you, you didn't visit anybody on this ward. You certainly didn't visit Stacey Kimball.
Oh, what's that? Who else did we talk to? We talked to a receptionist, didn't we?
Yeah, you probably spoke to somebody down the front desk to find
Yeah,
out where to go.
We
I
didn't
think
have to stop. We didn't have to sign
we
in.
talked
like
to
a
somebody
visit.
like at the main entrance.
No, that's what I was thinking. We didn't have to sign in. There's CCTV here, isn't there?
Oh, you're quite possibly, yeah. You're looking around.
Yeah,
There's cameras about, yeah.
I don't really think we've got enough to do a CCTV investigation.
I'm just thinking, there's no way we have come here, all of us.
I mean, the decor, does it look exactly the same as our memory of yesterday?
It looks. Give me a spot hidden. A spot hidden. Just just Eric, since he's made that,
Is
asked that question.
Are there ampoules of morphine just rolling on the floor?
So that's a success, I believe. So it looked at first glance, it looked the same, but as you kind of peer through the doors towards Ward 2, and perhaps even around this the nurses' station where you stood, there's slight subtle differences.
Kind of things, like things different
Just
colours.
things like yes,
not-
maybe the
clipboards different colour. Or...
yeah, sort of things that's in slightly different places, or the wallpaper's not quite the same pattern, or things like that. The nurses' station isn't quite in the same place. Just little subtle things, just slightly off.
I think we need to leave.
Okay, what do your cards say, John? What do your magic cards say?
Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah,
Oh,
this we're being messed with.
I know. I don't know what's real and what's not anymore.
Yeah. I think
I
the longer we stay in this area, the worse this is going to get. And honestly,
Point to the nurse. You better not be a hallucination.
Are you gentlemen all right?
we're not too
So
sure. Maybe have you any extra beds?
It's Stacey's bed free.
So Stacey's dead. Is that
Yes, sir. Stacey Kimball died 3 days ago from heart failure.
Stan?
Are you friends or family members?
We all went to university together. We were friends a long time ago.
Oh.
One of our friends,
That's
mutual
why
contacts.
we came to see her yesterday.
John, you called her. You called someone from a bedside, didn't you, to check on? Is that call still in your phone? Because if we didn't see her, we wouldn't have made that call.
Yeah, I'll pull up a phone.
Who was the call to again?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
It's to no. It
Your
went to,
boss.
was it?
I spoke to the nurse. I saw the chart. I spoke to the nurse.
It wasn't one of the calls for social services or the police.
No, that was all done.
Yeah.
Was all...
Hang on. Did she not give us David's address?
No.
No, did she not?
Oh wait, no. Sarah gave us his address.
Yeah, Sarah gave it. Yeah.
I don't think
Sarah,
Stacey gave us
okay.
any use
She
of
was out of
No,
the
she
room, wasn't
wasn't. She wasn't very coherent, was she?
Well, she would be if she was dead.
except when she went mad and started
You know.
screaming at Ray. Yeah, she did say like something with like haunted voice,
She did. She did say she couldn't forgive herself.
killed her mother or something.
No. That was what Melinda said to John on the telephone or via text. No, she said that she's let him down.
Yeah.
But we can't trust anything we see or hear.
She failed him. She said.
There's one sign. There's like one anchor in any of this, so we know is real.
But
There's nothing.
the phone call is on your phone. The log of the phone call is on your phone, John. It's on John's phone.
I'm making a note on my phone about this, just in case we need to refer it later. And this is a hallucination.
Yeah.
Get the spinning top right. Just say, sorry. I think a shock's just taken us all. Thanks for your time. Well, right, this guitar is not gonna.
You sure? You sure you're okay?
Well, no, our friends just died. We're processing.
Well,
But how can it have been shock, us thinking that we'd been here if we didn't find out until just now that she'd died? Don't understand.
if you need to take a moment, there's a quiet area just down the corridor or on the corner.
Let's do that.
That's yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we'll go and sit in the quiet area. Wrap our heads around what the hell.
Well,
Also out of character. I don't understand.
I think we're missing something. Maybe it's have like some kind of amulet that tells us what's reality and not.
That's what I said.
It's a yoga amulet.
Get the spinning top, and if it's spinning, we're still in the dream.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking maybe our cameras won't lie, but you saw that you managed to take a video of creepy ass kid, so probably lying to us. We're a bit fucked.
Okay.
I
All right.
think.
Fine. All right. Fine.
Right. We'll go and sit in the quiet room for a
So
minute.
yeah, go to and to be fair, we've got a bit of time to kill.
Yep.
We have to meet Nathan anyway.
I'll say to you, Roy, I'll hold my hand up, showing the scar, and go, right, 10 years ago, what do you remember?
20 years. That happened 20 years ago.
20 years ago. What do you remember? Because I think this is what this is all coming from. I don't remember very much.
I just remember, David had this like big long moppy hair and his like long black coat, and he was like, he used to like watch scary films and things, and the night.
The night we went to the woods, the last night we were all together, like properly conducting magic,
Drank a lot
taking
of
it
mead.
seriously. What do you remember?
I mean, there's that skull, and we kind of like cut our hands and slapped our hands on the skull. I don't really remember much else, to be honest. We're very pissed.
Yeah, but we've had many nights over the years being pissed. This was different. Why collectively are all our memories? Because this is what we're being dragged back into. This is what they're something to do with that night. Why have we all essentially blanked it, and now all of a sudden things are rushing back, and our idea of actual reality itself being warped? There has to be linked. There has to be a reason for this.
All right, I told you my theory last week. My theory is that David's kid Michael has somehow got hold of his book and is setting up a new version of the cult, and they can only get strong if they feed on the energies of those who came before them. Basically, they need to get rid of us so they can take on the mantle of the cult. That's why I think, and that's why David's gone to seed. That's why he doesn't know when magic's happening around him. So maybe that is the route we go down. Maybe we start following Michael and see what he's. We're just washed up has-been. Yeah, none of us have got anything. I mean,
none of us have any interest in continuing a cult.
Exactly.
We've managed to have no interest for 20 years.
So the goddess doesn't want us, but
Yeah.
we've got this whatever it is locked inside us, and they need to free it so they can have the power. So I don't know, touch the skull and absorb something, and they had great plans for us, and then we never did anything with it. We wasted our lives as far as that kind of stuff's concerned.
I wouldn't consider my life wasted, but each their own.
As far as that stuff's concerned, yeah. So yeah, I say we go down, we find Michael, and we slap it out of him, and we tell him to stop trying to steal our life energy and fuck our mind. Unless anyone's got a better idea. But I think we're going to go and see Nathan and Marie, and they're going to be just as fucked up as us.
If we even spoke.
Really gets you lot. Just fuck off home if you want. The fuck am I going to go? I live here in this entire
You
place.
managed to go 20 years without seeing any of them.
Yeah, and now look at this. The last couple of days, I've been seeing like weird ass kids on the bus. That kid that you saw in the car, he was on my bus yesterday. How is that a thing? We were here talking to somebody who died 3 days ago.
Yeah. Talking about what was that dead kid's name?
How is that a thing?
It's like some kind of like twisted Puck figure, like from Midsummer Night's Dream or something. Instead of him like being, "Ooh, I'm putting like, potion and make me fall in love," he's actually some kind of twisted cunt of a fairy, and that's what those kids are doing. It's all about kind of like youth taking over the old. And he was just in there in the back of David's car, so he could leer over David and Sarah's daughter.
Okay, here's yesterday when we were at Dave, did you see on the TV the police raiding a house?
No.
Who did?
You stood in the way of the TV. We didn't see anything.
So you would
I
call.
don't think anybody. We all made a spot hidden, if you remember. And
Yeah, so
someone just passed it.
I think it was Eric. Was it Eric who passed? So you were maybe vaguely aware there was this news report, and but you didn't see any details. No.
I mean, vaguely. There was lots of stuff on the TV.
Is that why he didn't have us drop you off at your house and walked up the street?
On the TV at David's house, I saw the police raid my house.
Yeah, what did they find?
It was on fucking TV. Nothing. I got home. Everything was fine. I saw on TV. You saw on TV the police kicking in my door. I don't know what they were looking for, like drugs or what, but.
So, well, when you got in last night, had they done it?
It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Fucking Michael.
I'm just
fucking
cracking
Michael.
up over here.
I tell you, it's Michael. But at the end of the day, he's an 18-year-old
And
scrote.
you lot can
And if
just
he hasn't
fuck
got his
off
books
home.
and his wands,
You can go, I don't like this anymore. I'm going home. I can't go home.
There's no guarantee now that we've been dragged into this that going home will be the answer.
I mean,
The
look
difference
at
is we're here together. We can face it together. I think if we split up, we're going to get picked off one by one.
Do you want to all make a luck roll?
it didn't work out too well.
No, in fact, I really don't.
Oh, I do.
Oh, wow.
Look, I spent last week.
I
that
had
you
an
love to hear it?
anti-luck roll.
Oh,
Like the boat.
I'm not going to.
Balls on your head.
I'm not going to impose any penalties. As tempting as it is, I'm not going to impose any penalties for fails or even that atrocious fumble. But so I did get a good success. I think probably Eric's success cancels out your
balance in the universe.
Yeah. So while you sat there trying to make sense of what's going on, the nurse from the nurse station comes over and says, I don't know if you want to speak to Mike. He's one of the orderlies. Transports one of his jobs is wheeling patients around the hospital or directing people around the hospital. He says he remembers seeing you yesterday.
Well, at least
I was just speaking to him. It was
were.
it was a bit, if you'll forgive me, it's a little bit odd. So we were just talking about it, and yeah, well, I'll send him over.
Yeah.
She walks off again.
Is this where 5 orderlies appear? Like the biggest orderlies.
We're all called Michael.
They've escaped. They've escaped.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest inbound.
Yeah,
Come into this room over here with the padded cells. Yeah.
that's
Your
a
room
twist.
is this way, gentlemen.
That's a twist. You're still in the. You're actually just in the hospital all the time. So this guy comes over. He's quite young. Maybe early 20s. There's you the guys the nurse was talking about. I think they were visiting a dead woman.
Yes. However, we don't think we're dead. We think we actually spoke to her. I think we're having a collective meltdown.
Well,
Unless we spoke to some random patient as if we knew them. But you wouldn't allow that in here, would you?
well, I remember seeing you, the 4 of you yesterday. You 3 and that lady, but it wasn't up here. You were down on the dementia ward.
Or like elderly
Who
people.
were we talking
Yeah.
to?
Oh, I don't know exactly. I just remember seeing you. I was taking wheeling one of the patients out for surgery, and you were coming in.
So what you're saying is we don't need to book ourselves in here, but we need to book ourselves in downstairs.
Well, I don't know about it.
Yeah,
We
it
talked
feels
to
like
we
it.
talked to some poor old woman.
Who we thought was our friend.
Yes.
But yeah, if it makes you feel any better, yeah, you were here, just not up here. Maybe you got turned around. Maybe you're thinking of, well, I don't know, but thought you'd like to know.
She was looking rough, but
I just thought you'd want to know.
No, well, thanks for coming to tell us, because you probably see it's a bit confusing and
That does
upsetting.
make us. I guess we must have been talking to somebody who was as confused as us.
World of fuck. So yeah, Michael's fucking with our heads.
Is it Michael or is it David?
David's a fuck man. There's no way he's in control of what's.
Yeah, but what?
But he's doing his well. All right, fine. If that is the one chink, because that's before we knew everything. What if all the stuff that you found about rituals and shit like that is also Michael fucking with our heads? What if it doesn't actually exist? What if it's a crisp packet you're looking at?
At this point, I'd believe anything right now. I think someone is definitely in our heads. How and why? No idea. I don't like it.
I mean, maybe we'll get some more information from Nathan, or maybe that'll be a hallucination, and we'll just be 3 old men shouting at a bin.
Oh, Murray.
What I don't get is how.
Yeah, that's a
What
possibility.
are we dealing with that can collectively make us hallucinate? That we actually visit places? That's powerful and quite frightening, to be honest.
But there's, sympathetic. I've got a fair amount of 45 in occult. It's sympathetic connections, though, isn't it?
But to this extreme,
So do we
And there's taking lots
follow
of drug.
do we follow the breadcrumb and go to see Nathan, or do we forge our own path and try something?
We need to see Nathan.
Right.
but we'll not tell him what we're planning to do.
Because if he's real and we see him, it might give us something. I don't know what. If we don't go and see him, then we lose that chance.
Fine. Okay. All right. We'll do that. We'll
And
do
if
that.
nothing
But
else-
under advisement.
I don't know about you folks, but I need it.
Well, we're going to a pub.
Well,
So
maybe.
let's go see the Good Red Bull.
Maybe we need to go for a chat outside of Milton Keynes. Maybe it's the area, if we get away from the place.
But you
Things
were in
might
the
be more
place
real.
until now. You were in the place and nothing affected you.
Yeah, but I hadn't started fucking with David.
Yeah, but that's what.
It's David,
I
not.
think the easy solution would be to leave the place, but I really don't think now that the can of worms has been opened, it's going to do us any good. I really think we're now
think if it was
in
Mike-
whatever this is.
Michael. If it was Michael, our heads would have been puzzled before. I think it's just worth interfering.
What you seeing stuff before David even knew we were on
Or
the team?
Sarah brought us in.
I mean, before we met David, before I even texted, there was stuff happening. I didn't think much of it at the time, but I saw things on the way down it.
Well, that was on the way to the meeting. Did have
To meet
wind of
Sarah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and David didn't even know we existed.
Michael?
For all I know,
I don't
for
know.
all I know, Michael asked Sarah to contact him his wibbly mind power, so he could bring us all together and feast on our souls or whatever he's gonna.
Or it's Sean, it's this fucking Moonchild. Maybe we just need to sacrifice Sean, make it all go away. I know people.
That's a
Well, let's go and see Nathan and see if anything's any clearer.
yeah. If not, we just go straight line. Go.
Yeah, burn the house down and beat it with a shovel. Anyone who runs out.
Okay. So you is that what you're doing? You're going to go and keep your appointment with Nathan at the Red Bull?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please tell me your special offers on.
Looking forward to seeing the.
There
picture
needs
of
to
the flat
be like pictures of stuff.
roof. Yeah, we're looking forward to the flat roof pub. that you can put it on.
Okay, so you I mean, you know where it is. I mean, like Nathan said, it was used to be one of your hangouts back in the day. Although when you get there, it is not how you remember it. You remember it. The Red Bull was one of those kind of like seedy, rundown pubs that was popular with the alternative crowd, but now it's covered in neon and chrome with decking, outdoor seating.
Oh, it's like the world's end. Oh.
And it is glaringly bright inside, and not the dark, dingy, smoke-filled rooms that you remember.
Me, they've ruined it.
What, the floors don't even stick as you walk through?
I blame the smoking ban myself.
So they do good food though. So perhaps you find yourselves on this outdoor seating area, this decked area overlooking the river with a drink, maybe some gourmet burger, and that's where you are when maybe finishing off the last of your pint of your second pint, the last of your food. When Nathan
makes me a better driver, actually.
Well, unless of course you're driving and you don't want. Well, you walk. Yeah, the minute you're walking, your car's parked up in the multi-story, I believe, is it somewhere? But anyway, that's where Nathan finds you. And you don't recognise him, much. No, it shouldn't be a great surprise. I mean, it's been 20 years, but you don't recognise him when he walks in, and you see somebody looking around as if they're searching for somebody, and then it only dawns on you that it must be Nathan as he comes striding over to your table with this big grin on his face. And yeah, handsome, boisterous Nathan is much like David. He's put on a few pounds, to say the least. The long locks that he used to be so proud of. But it's still the same smile, still the same bright-eyed held. I said, "Oh, so good to see you all again. Didn't you say Alicia was with you?"
Oh, she wasn't feeling too well. We had to put her in the Uber.
Oh.
Says apologies.
Oh well.
So
maybe another day.
Yeah.
And he sits down, puts a pint down on the table that he's brought with him. So, this is a surprise.
Yeah. So, how you been?
Oh, not bad. Things didn't exactly pan out as I planned or expected. Despite that degree in chemistry, I ended up working in a library, if you can believe that.
How is it?
I can believe most things at this point.
Yeah, it's okay. I still enjoy reading, so I get the first pick of the book. It pays the bills. How about yourselves? How did life treat you after you graduated? Did you get those dream jobs you were after?
I mean, I do.
I've got
I'm
a fucking LinkedIn profile that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, I do a bit, a bit of property management, a bit of accounting. I'm feeling kind of a little bit not guilty, but kind of like, oh, it didn't really work out for this guy. I don't want to rub his nose in it. He looks eerily like someone I know, actually. So you still in contact with anyone? Any others?
Oh, I still see. You remember Marie Kubine? I still see Marie on occasion.
Okay, yeah. How's she doing?
Oh yeah, Marie. Yeah, she's good. Posh house out in the country. Manager of a bank. Yeah, she's doing great. I mean, it's still Mary, still stiff as a board.
Know what you mean by that, but okay. So you got any plans?
Plan? What do you mean plan?
Well, I mean, you're obviously working part time at a library. Is that what else do you do? You got
aspirations? You mean?
Yeah.
No, not anymore. I'm 44.
Practically dead. That's because of 40.
Cheers.
Okay, right.
I mean, look at me. I could see you didn't even recognise me, did you, when I was walking up?
Well, we've all changed, Nathan.
True enough.
I'm but no plans to change it or to take on the world, or no.
I live in a 1-bedroom flat just off the town centre.
But at least you're not addicted to heroin.
Well, I suppose you could look at it like that. Yeah. Is that a problem for you then, Eric?
No, not me. I'm not. No. But I don't know. Have you seen Sarah Moore recently?
Sarah Moore?
Yeah.
No.
She's down on Fishmeads now. So.
Yeah. So I hear. I've heard of people, but
Wow.
Anybody else?
anybody else?
Greg,
I'm just-
Stacey,
So listen, can I
David.
make
Can you what? Sorry.
yeah, I want to make a psychology roll.
You
I wanna
can indeed, of course. You
see
can.
if he's deliberately evading or if he's being genuine.
I'm just
I'm just sort of sitting back while everybody else is in question to see what his reactions are.
Especially when I ask him about David or mention David.
He's not being honest with. He's not. He's not. Whether he's not telling you everything. Whether he's lying or not is one thing, but you can't. You're not
Was there-
sure. But yeah, he's been economical with the truth, shall we say?
I'll tell you what, Nathan. I'll make you feel. I've got terminal cancer.
What? Oh God, Eric,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, no, I've been playing it down with the others, but you look like you could do with a boost.
well.
Yeah, guys, sorry.
Wow. Well,
I've been lying about the medication. It's actually just about holding my symptoms at bay, and I'm going to be dead within 6 months.
shit.
So,
That's supposed to make me feel better, Eric. Oh, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna go. What the fuck?
yeah. So you've got another 20, 40 years, to go with your life. There's stuff you can do. You don't have to sit around moping all the time. You take control of your life and the days that you've got left, Nathan. That's one thing my father taught me. The world doesn't owe you a living. You have to go out there. You have to make it. You have to make the best of what you've. Okay.
The world has given me, kicked me in the teeth a few times.
So you kick it back. You kick it in the bollocks, Nathan.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe you're right. I don't know. But
And you're just mentioning this now after the shit we've been through in the last 24 hours.
I didn't want to say anything in front of Alicia.
that doesn't exactly really make me feel better, Eric. I'm supposed to feel good that you're on your way out.
No. Well, I don't like to see wasted potential, Nathan. You always had a lot of potential. You got a good degree, as I recall, when you graduated.
I did, didn't we all?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
That's what we're trying to figure out. But
Yeah.
For
we
all,
need to know, have you been in touch with any of the others, in particular David? I think something's going on. We get called back here, like physical
Look.
phone call. This isn't just a random turning up for the hell of it. We're actually, dare I say the word, summoned back here.
Summoned by who?
Sarah was concerned. Yes, we didn't know. We know now. But still, now that we're here, a lot seems to be going on. Just
Although I
trying to
thought
get
you
your beat
didn't
on
have
it.
anything. I thought you'd not had anything to do with Sarah.
Yeah, you seem to know a lot for someone that doesn't know anything. Like, we knew nothing until
But
we
you
came
hadn't
back.
had anything to do with Sarah.
You hear things.
But how do you hear things out of if you're not in the social circle? Like, at the end of the day, we are
Look.
just...
Look, I kind of things didn't go good for me after we graduated. Things got really bad. I ended up with the wrong kind of people. It landed me in prison. But as that kind of thing, as the way that kind of thing goes, I still have contact. So I hear.
What contact? What have you heard?
Well.
Because my last 24 hours has been really fucked up, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, I've heard about, two kind of people I used to knock about 10, 15 years or more ago. The kind of people that you don't really want to associate.
You still in contact?
Are they the ones that are circling around her estate?
Well,
Those type?
I would say if you talk, I would imagine those would be the ones that are in their employ.
So you were a bit higher up then.
Well, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
Well, if you call,
So what you're saying is you're a man who knows
good at
how
networking.
to get rid of a body.
wouldn't go that far, Ray. That's
It's a skill.
Say we were to go that far. Do you know how to get rid of a body?
Are you aware of any younger gang in the area?
well, not personally, but like I
Go
said,
around like killing cats and things like that.
What? No, it's more the people more people our age, people that used to move in those kind of circles, not drug dealers, more your professional kind of lovers advice, more your professional. I'm not proud of it, but
But you got out. But
I
you're
got out.
from under the thumb, yeah.
yeah, about
So that is something to be proud of.
about 10 years ago, things took a turn for the better.
Maybe 8 years ago.
8, 10, 9, 8, 9. I forget. Maybe around that. About 10 years ago, I got out on parole early. Things started to look up. I mean, I've like I say, I've only got a 1-bedroom flat and work part time in a library.
But David looked after you, yeah.
Sorry.
But can I I'm going to fast talk him to try to get him to like acknowledge accidentally. I'm trying to duck season, rabbit season him. Him to admit that he's seen David. My spot also isn't very good. No, it's terrible.
I told you, I haven't seen him.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mum.
Again, I'm aware of it, but no,
He's got a nice house, hasn't he?
from what I hear,
Yeah, he's doing right for himself.
well, I don't know about
How
that.
old's Sean, by the way?
Ooh, give me a fast talk roll.
What?
Was that- was that-
Decent fast talk?
Was that sorry? Was that a question to me or a
Yeah,
question?
that'll.
Fast talk to me a bit there.
It's both. I was going to blurt it out anyway, but
Oh, come on, another thing. Sean's 8. In fact,
Yeah.
you have a text in your phone that says Sean's 8.
well, I'll say to right. So if Sean's 8, they think life turned around at 8. What else happened 8 years ago?
Michael's cured of cancer.
My cured of cancer. Things seem to have had 8 years. Coincidence? I'll look at Nathan when I go.
So Sean's
So,
9.
like
Sean's
coincidence.
9, not 8.
Oh, 9.
Oh, he would have been conceived
9 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's 9
all
years
these
old.
things started happening like 9, 10 years. What is this Moonchild shit? And I have a psychology on Nathan with Moonchild.
You can, of course you can.
Psychology is slightly better than slightly in my fast talk.
Oh, sorry, I missed that roll. Okay. So you can give me an idea roll as well, Ray.
How is my intelligence so low? Don't answer
Did you
that.
work in IT?
I work in IT, yeah.
So that was what was it you said? The Moonchild. Okay, so for a brief moment
Child.
there is like there's something
Okay, go on.
you're not sure what it
Sorry,
is, but
carry
yeah,
on.
there's a brief change in his countenance. It kind of frowns maybe for a moment, and then it's gone. He's like replaces his cheery, smiley, bright-eyed face is back.
So I'm like, oh, so it seems that you've heard more than rumors with regards to the
Oh,
Moonchild then.
No, well,
I'm tempted to go for him, you know.
so it's only Ray that noticed that.
All right,
So he
sorry.
did the psychology.
Yeah.
But let me just.
I am very tempted to go for him over the pub table.
So John, you can make an idea roll as well.
Exactly how? Oh,
Okay, so
Ooh.
things started to things in your life started to change around about 10 years ago when you your experiences that turned you onto your current path, and things in your life suddenly took an upturn.
the question is, what happened 10 years ago?
And I guess Eric,
Fucking
you can
Sean.
give me an idea roll as well. Like I said, this is all inner dialogue to each of you, not okay.
Still good, huh?
Intelligence of 80. You know you drive a fancy car.
I know, it's ridiculous. My education's 91. I'm practically I've got a master, got a PhD.
And Eric, of course, life has taken a bad turn over the last 6 months or so. But yeah, looking back, you can perhaps see about 10 years ago there was a change. You
I got
know,
off the drug.
maybe some of the darker side of your things, some of the things that you'd rather forget, you were able to put behind you. Things got better.
So David did something.
And at this point, John, your mobile, you can feel the buzz. You're like, your mobile's vibrate. Or a message is coming.
Okay, guess that's Alicia again.
Melinda.
Or the other one.
So
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm tired, right?
So yeah, looking down at your phone, there's another message from Melinda.
Okay, I'll open it up.
Okay. Right. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try and use Discord to deafen you instead, so you don't have to mess around taking headphones off. In fact, just so Eric and Ray, take your headphones off. I'll give you a thumbs up when you can put them back on. Okay, so you look and just like glance down this message, and it's from Melinda, and it just says, "Don't trust any of them.
I'll
I'm
text
on my way."
Right, I'll text back. I can hardly trust you either.
And she does a delay, and while everybody else is talking, and then see like she's responding, and it just says, "If you don't trust me, trust the card. Trust yourself."
I'll just put back. I want no part of this, whatever this is.
And there's a pause, and she says, "Too late."
You know, I'll just delete the message.
Okay. Oh, put your headphones back on. Hello, John.
Hello.
Can you hear us, John?
Yes, I can. Yes, sorry.
All right. Okay.
Definitely.
Cool.
John.
Or you, John Katz or John me. So.
Oh yeah. So, what are you doing? So these
Big.
revelations come to you, these like nagging realization.
Ray, you've done the digging. You've made the connection. Do you wanna?
I'll just
Okay.
say,
Yeah.
10 years ago, bit of a, life-changing time, maybe, for more than one of us. I'll just leave that hanging there.
I never really thought about it, but yeah, I kind of turned my life around about 10 years ago as well. There was some great stuff. That's kind of why. Is Nathan still here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My life wasn't brilliant then either. A lot of stuff you said, Nathan, rang a couple of bells, to be honest. So what if you got David wrong? What if what he did was for all of us, and everyone who was in the woods that night was touched by the thing that he created? By whatever he did with this Moonchild thing, it turned fate around. Which is why I'm saying that fucking evil fairy in the back of his car has come to claim the luck that we had then.
Like Nathan's kind of looking at each other. What the fuck are you talking?
Why is it all gone?
Because it's time to pay. It's time to pay the debtor. You know, we borrowed luck so we could get out of our shithole 10 years ago. But you can only ever
I didn't get any fucking luck. Look at me.
Really?
I'm
10 years
feeling a
ago.
bit-
Wow. Think, Ray.
I'm
What happened to
feeling-
you?
I'm feeling a bit fucking robbed here.
What happened to you? What happened in your life 10 years ago?
I got a new laptop.
There you go.
10
still
came
got
out.
it.
Whoop-de fucking do.
Look, seriously, is there nothing?
Wasn't a Chromebook, you're doing all right.
Police investigation that mysteriously disappeared.
No spot.
How old? Spot's 10 years old. Oh God. All right. I mean, Nathan, you're
No.
playing a blinder, mate. But we know that you've been seeing David and you've been seeing Marie and doing all kinds of weird shit, possibly sexual.
Is this
And
what
we
you
need
said?
to start talking, mate.
Right. He picks up a glass, drains the last of his drink, stands up. I think you guys have got me. I'm sorry, but I think you've got me all wrong.
Really, you've not been carrying out
Well,
rituals?
if we've got you all wrong, why don't we get another pint? Tell us all about it. Put us right.
Says, how's this?
Not
Fuck
bad.
you all. Turns and walk. And you, Eric and John, you can make a spot hidden. I will let you make it with a bonus dice. Or John, you can make it with a bonus dice, rather.
That's John, not John. And
Yeah, Eric and John can make a spot hidden. John can make it with a bonus dice. Oh.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the fact that I'm
Ray,
gonna
Ray,
about
you
to
can.
glass the cunt?
Ray, you can remove your headphones until I give you the thumbs up. Okay, so as Nathan storms off, you just catch, just for a moment, this carefully guarded exchange, like this glance between Ray and Nathan. This exchange, this knowing look.
I'll sort of look at John. Are we going to let him just walk out?
I'm going to, if he's turning around to walk away, I'm just going to grab him and pull him back.
I mean, pub fight. It's a quality establishment, right?
It's not that.
Didn't used to be.
It used to be the piano music that started with now with all
little
like
metal thing.
So
Right.
so as you grab him, Spot's head pops out of your coat.
No dogs in the restaurant.
And Nathan just pulls. You feel his his
Spot.
his fast his superior strength. He might have put on a few pounds, but you can still, as you grab his arm, you can still feel the muscle under there. And he just, stupid Ray.
Right. I'll just step up and walk around just the other side, just not forcibly blocking him, but just like, let's just sit down, get this over with, because I don't think if we go home now, whatever the hell's good, we're getting out of it now.
One question before you go, Nick. Have you been seeing things that aren't there? Because I have, and these guys have, and we think it all ties back to that even night. We don't know if you're victim or perpetrator.
You guys, take the biscuit. What the fuck you? And he just turns and leaves.
Well, at least you haven't missed
Obviously.
anything tonight. We don't know nothing. We have no more clues. I'm getting victim.
I'm sure your parole
I'm-
officer would like to know about Sarah. Just shout that after back.
He's not a lifer, right?
Give us
Down.
give us an intimidate roll, then, Ray.
Oh, he's on parole. No, he's on parole. Or at
He's
least
not-
he
It
was.
was-
No, that was
no,
10.
he's
That was
on
like,
parole.
yeah, that was 10 years ago. That's when he got the job at the library.
He didn't do a fucking
Yeah.
murderer.
He should be. I'm going to be. Sorry, what role was that?
Intimidate.
Oh, fuck.
Little VDIC guy.
Oh, sick him. Can I get a bonus dice for Spot? or is it a negative dice for Spot?
Probably. Okay, so he doesn't react as he walk out, back into the off this
table.
off this decking area, seating area, into back through the doors into the bar. And as he's walking out, you see him walking, or rather, as he's walking back into the pub, you see him walking out of the pub, and he walks through himself carrying a pint glass. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. I'm sorry I'm late.
Okay. Still looking exactly the same as you.
His tie's a different colour, and his his shirt sleeves are rolled up. His hair, his beard shaved slightly different, cut slightly differently.
So the first one's usually a hallucination. I look at my knuckles again just to see if they're sore from when I hit David, or didn't hit David.
So you can all make a sanity roll. Yeah, your knuckles are still no bruises.
No bruises. So I never hit. So that one was.
If you fail, you lose a point of sanity. If you pass, you lose nothing.
Yeah, that's just starting to wear me down.
Hello, Nathan. Thank you so
Nathan.
much for coming.
Fine, you okay there, John?
Oh,
It's good to see you. And he kind of sort of like quite roughly grabs all of you, kind of shaking your shoulder.
Yeah,
Look like you've seen a ghost.
I've been better. Yeah, we're having one of those days.
David sends his regards.
Does he now?
Yeah, he said say hello to you when we see you.
Ah.
Bit of a tone there. Do you not get on with him? Oh, that's my accent. Sorry. Bit of a tone there. Do you not get on with him?
Why is it? I only saw him the other day.
Okay, so this incarnation of Nathan admits to knowing Dave.
So he sits down. So what's all this about?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, we were called back here for supposedly an emergency, and nothing but, put it politely, weird shit's been going on ever since.
Yeah.
And I suppose the question is, right, if you have been carrying on here in Milton Keynes, your kinky sex rituals and stuff, what's it got to do with us? What mission given?
You're jumping ahead a couple of steps there, John.
Just 1 second.
I just sort of go, whatever these games is, I'm getting bored of them now. They're not.
Bye.
What is it you?
What do I want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Well, what do you want? What does David want? We just want to get on with our lives.
What does Marie want? What is this ritual that you guys are working?
What?
Sorry, we should just cut to the chase. We've been around this wheel too many times. We know that you guys are working on some form of ritual, possibly related to the Moonchild. We don't know where we're involved. We don't know why our lives are being completely fucked up as a result. We've got a few theories, but every time we get one, everything just rewinds or just like resets itself, or someone's got a stupid coloured tie.
I don't know what anybody's told you, but Sean's not mine.
No, I definitely did not think that. Although you have.
So what the fuck is this on it? What are you talking about? What are you?
So Sean's Davis, isn't he? Or did you both have a go rattle up?
And his hand goes up to his forehead. Oh, and his head kind of lolls a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
You're right. Man.
And as he looks back up, you see this pockmarked, scabby, filthy, dirt-smeared face with a wide smile and rotten teeth. He says, "It's me that wants you.
Why?
Who are you? Where can we find you?
It's time to come home, boys."
Where? We're already in Milton Keynes. Whereabouts do you want to go?
And then Nathan's going, "Oh,
All right. So where's home?
home? I just live in a flat just off the town centre. Why?
We have to do a ritual in the middle of MK Centre.
What are you
the centre
talking
of Milton
about?
Keynes.
It's the fountain.
Look,
the
what's-
dance around the fountain.
What's all this about?
Pretty lights.
I told you, Sean's nothing to do with me. He's not mine.
Are you sure when you were both rattling stace that you maybe
Stace?
pop your loads at the same time?
Sarah,
Sarah?
you mean?
Sorry.
Sarah.
I don't know. You're probably all popping each other at this point.
Good God. Ray, how did you miss out on this sex cult?
I don't think you did.
Look,
And again.
I've told you, Sean's not.
All right, we're not.
Angelica's
Sure,
mine.
right? Oh,
Isn't that what you
really?
wanted to hear?
Wasn't what I expected to hear.
Oh.
Hang on a minute. You got out of prison 10 years ago. She's eight. Okay, fine. You obviously weren't in for very long. You know David's fucking her, right?
It was.
No,
He
so
is.
is. We saw him yesterday. He picked her up in the car.
You
Not
guys,
Sarah.
you guys have got it all mixed up.
No, I think I'm sticking his tongue down a 16-year-old's neck, kind of.
What? Oh, you mean Angelica? She's 18.
No.
You think I care? You think I'm interested?
Okay, well, I thought you might go around and
That
have some
that
paternal pride and go and lamp David or something. But
that dumb junkie bitch. She tries to knock me up for cash.
God, more depressing into familial stuff.
Is this some? Do you think that's why she called us back?
Oh, that's what that was about. Was she trying to bring you in to turn the heavies on me? Is it?
No, Nathan.
We
We're trying to
don't
get
know.
some answers. Some weird shit's been happening over the last 24 hours since we've been back here. We thought you, same if found you were still in the area, might be a voice of sanity to help us figure whatever the hell it is. that's going on, and ideally we'd like to get out of it. So we're hoping you're going to be on our side. Whatever Sarah and David, the rest of them, and Bridget and all are up to, doesn't have to involve us, does it? Is this a psychology rule?
I mean, at this stage, just stick me in a wicker man and burn me because I am fucking.
There's maybe there's something you need to see.
Put your penis, please. Apparently there's enough class bar now, but don't do that anymore.
You don't want to know?
Whatever.
Hang on.
Tell us.
This is the closest thing we've got to a clue.
Yeah.
As long as this isn't just another hallucination, I say we hear him out.
Yeah, of course. That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of.
Yeah.
What is it? Like a weird tattoo or something?
Go and speak to Mari.
Go on then.
Well, Alicia tried to call her the other day, but she wasn't particularly receptive.
Kind of shrugged, because this isn't. I have to admit, I'm a bit disappointed. I thought this was going to be a nice friendly reunion.
Well, so did we, to be honest with you, mate.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Good to talk over old time. What do you need to show us?
Told you. He takes out his wallet, puts a 20 down on the table. Have one on me.
You're the part-time librarian, mate. Fine, we'll buy.
Yeah, he just sneers at you, gets up and walks off. As he walks off, he pats Ray on the shoulder.
Well, he's in on it, but he's a minion who only first Mary we need to find. Do you want to try to give her a call, Ray?
Shall we?
I'll try and give her a call.
Okay, so you ring, it rings and rings and rings and rings. There's no answer.
Can we find where she lives?
I believe she already...
we know she lives in a fancy
Yeah, we've got
town.
her address, I think.
Yeah, you got her address.
All right.
I think so.
I guess he dropped round.
Yeah, I'm sure we got her address.
You know the village. You certainly know the village.
Right.
She lives in this little village just outside.
Yeah, it can't be too hard to find a French bank manager.
Yeah, she's a bank manager, so yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm sure I can probably find out where she lives if I try hard enough. In fact, I think, is that how I found out where she...
Possibly.
find
But yeah,
out
so
where
you
she
know that she lives in the country village of Wolverton. It's about 4 miles out of Milton Keynes. David told you that.
I mean, it can't be too hard to find her. Just go to the local shop, say, oh, where does she have her papers delivered or what?
Yeah. Are we going to get an Uber?
Oh, no, sorry. I've only had a couple.
Let's get an Uber then.
What are you saying?
Yeah, let's...
I'm saying that you've had at least 3 pints.
Yeah, it'd be just our luck. The police will pull you over.
24 hours has gone.
Yeah, we've accidentally had about 6 shots as well and not realised.
Fine.
Or
we use
you'll, crash into some weird greasy kid.
We'll use Nathan's 20 to pay for it.
Sounds like a fair plan.
So yeah, that's what we do then.
Okay.
Get an Uber to the village.
Radio. So you phone, you do a quick search, find a local Uber, the local Uber, and book a car. Takes about maybe 20 minutes. It's coming up to it's coming up to 2 o'clock. It's coming up to about 10 to 4.
What day is it today?
The day is Saturday, and your phone buzzes again. Another message. Glancing down, it's another message from Melinda.
I just
Okay.
In fact,
What
you know
are
what?
all these texts you're getting, mate?
Do we have a screenshot for Wolverton?
It's not any of my... Do you know what? And I just get her number and I block it there and then. I am not in the mood.
Okay. Yes. So the Uber pulls up outside the Red Bull, and just as you're climbing into this car, into this Uber, David pulls up at the side of the pub.
Drive!
And Eric leans out the window. It's Eric, I need your help. You've got to listen to me. I need your help.
One moment, driver. What? Don't tell me you've got Sarah's daughter present.
Look, I haven't been honest with you. There's something going on. I need to speak to you in private. Will you come with me?
Guys, you go ahead. I'll get another one later on and catch her up. It'll take you a while to probably find her address anyway.
Whoa, no. That's a terrible idea.
Fine. Sorry for your trouble,
you want
sir.
to be left alone with him? Well, we stay together.
Right.
Thought we'd agreed there. Anything
okay.
you want to say, David?
We'll pay the Uber driver.
I'm about ready to.
Yeah, we'll give you a 5-star rating.
And that's a bit pathetic, but I'm gonna slap David in the face.
Just to see if he comes back again.
Okay, so you saw kind of he looks a little bit shocked. He's kind of half hanging out of the window, or the driver's side window of his car.
Passenger side of his best friend right, trying to slap at me.
Yeah, and the reason I'm slapping him is because my brawl is 25.
So you're not gonna make a roll. So you slap him.
Yeah, that'll be even more tragic if you did, because That'd be epic,
Miss.
or
Kind of
epic in
head
the other wrong
head
direction.
snaps
You
back, and there's
missed,
this like red. His face, you know, side of his face is just like red. There's this just red handprint on the side of his face, and kind of shocked look on his face.
All right, come on. We need to find out what's going on.
I deserve that. You're right, John. I deserve that.
What games are you playing, you idiot?
Hang on, let's get out of the cab first of all.
No, we're out of the cab. Let's have the cab.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
Get in the car.
Your car. Just check there's no spooky kids in the back.
No spooky kids in the back now.
What's this about, David?
So he waits while you're in, and then
He puts the child lock on.
This is where the lock just thunk. I mean,
End of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, isn't it?
yeah,
Ah,
Nightmare on Elm Street
like
1. The food and it just
Bunk.
off a go.
and
Freddy Krueger.
he starts to he pulls away. Says the Moonchild. It's not Sean.
What do you mean it's not Sean?
It's not Sean. The ritual. It didn't work.
Michael got cured.
There was another.
Sunchild?
The ritual that me and Sarah performed. It didn't work. It didn't take. Sean's not a Moonchild,
Oh.
but Stacy.
Stacey said she'd let you down. She didn't say she'd let you down because she's fucking dead.
I know she's dead.
How did we talk to her yesterday when she's dead?
David, are you fucking with us? Are you putting like
It's no.
illusions in our head?
I can't explain it. The goddess. She demands payment. The Moonchild. It was Stacy. We both wanted something. We both asked of the goddess, and we created a Moonchild. The ritual worked this time. We both got what we asked for.
What did you get? Well, you got Michael's cured, I guess.
Michael.
What did Stacey get? We can't ask her because she's dead.
Her mother.
She
She
got better.
wanted her mother to die.
What?
Well, that's a nice balance. Take life from her, give it to Michael. Problem solved.
She'd been for years, pretty much from when after graduating, her mother fell ill and became bedridden. She almost dementia. And Stacey's life, had a promising career ahead of her, just disappeared, and she spent her whole life. That was her life, looking after her mother. I guess she resented it, so she asked for the goddess to take her. She did.
What I don't get, this is about 10 years ago, and some of us, not all of us, Ray, apparently, but our lives started to turn around then as well.
It's the gift of the Moonchild. I told you. The Moonchild is a source of great power, and we're all... Don't you feel it? Don't you feel the connection?
No, because we weren't part of that ritual, so why are we involved, or why are we being called back?
Yeah, what's it got to do with us?
That night, we pledged ourselves to each other, to the goddess.
Years ago, though.
Time doesn't matter. 20 years. You still bear the mark. And he holds up his hand, and you can see the scar on it, the cross of the scar on his right hand. But you can also see the scar extends, one arm of the cross extends from across his palm down and like onto his forearm and disappears up his shirt sleeve.
I don't know, David. What happened to you?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, I've just got a little one here where we cut them and we grabbed the thing. Did you make it bigger?
It's a mark of my devotion.
Mark the insanity.
I mean, still better off than poor old Greg.
Greg? What about Greg?
And Stacey.
Well, I think Ray, you said he'd had a bit of an accident,
Yeah, he lost his arm.
Oh.
some kind of like farm accident. Anyway, so I don't know what he wants to do. Nathan said we should go and see Marie because she had something to show, and now you've got something to show. So
I need your help.
What are you going to? Oh, of course you do. Of course you fuck.
We created the Moonchild, but something is wrong.
Let me guess, something else came through.
I don't know what it is, but it's Michael. I'm worried the goddess cured Michael, but
Well, we were actually on our way to bash Michael's head in, so I don't think you have to worry about him much longer.
what?
Show him your phone.
My phone?
Show him your phone from when he
the kid in
picked
the back.
Angelica up.
Oh,
The kid in the-
Yeah.
right.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, I think we're parking over somewhere because I don't fancy having this all out.
Oh, he's driving.
Parking out the motorway.
He's driving. He hasn't said where he's driving, but he's driving.
Yeah. Oh, he's driving us to the liquor trade. You know, I mean, we're obviously all going to get popped.
Yeah.
Actually, are we going the same direction as the village where Marie?
You are.
Well, we saved an Uber. Although we didn't because we had to pay
Yeah.
it anyway. So
Well, yeah, that's
you-
true enough.
David, are you taking us to Marie?
You have to stop. You have to stop him. You have to stop them.
Michael, we have to stop Michael.
No, I need.
Who?
You need to save Michael,
No, I don't want to save Michael because you've been playing games with us.
but we can't stop. It's
Who do we have
Mike,
to stop?
Nathan, and Mary. They're torturing him. The Moonchild.
Who?
Oh, this is a Silent Hill thing where he's been strapped to a chair and it's like his tortured pains that are causing us hallucinations.
They called him Bradley. Stacy called him Bradley.
That's a terrible name.
But
That's
But-
cruelty in itself.
It's called Bradley.
Nathan and Mary, they've been torturing, using the Moonchild to get power.
I don't think Nathan had any power.
Well, he had £20 note. Maybe he's just got limited magic.
I mean, he looked pretty pissed off with his life. If I had like magical powers, I'd at least have a bit of a spring in my step.
Don't believe them.
Is this Bradley, like dark haired, lanky hair?
Yes,
sad
have you
complexion?
seen him? You've seen him, haven't you?
He was in your car this afternoon, mate.
He's reaching out for help. But I need one of you to get Michael away.
Michael, what's he got? What do you mean away?
I need him to get him away from Nathan and Mary. If I help you, one of you needs to take Michael away far enough away so they can't reverse what the goddess has done.
To Kent, all his Kent social services. Oh, he's 18. He can go.
You're
Yeah,
I can't
we may
take
have to go, and I sort of gulp north, and I think we all collectively shudder.
Okay, so this is the E inverse, isn't it? We were sent there to stop a child being we were brought here to stop a child being taken away, and now we've got to go and take a child away and rescue them. I like the symmetry here.
So I need one of you to take Michael, take my car, and get Michael and Bridget, and take them as far away from here as you can.
Maybe if Alicia's feeling better, she
yeah,
could do that.
Alicia down in Wiltshire when she gets her place. Although I don't think she's quite ready to move yet. She might have to rent her somewhere in the meantime.
And the rest of us, we'll have to deal with Mary and Nathan.
Deal with? What do you mean deal with?
We need to stop them. We need to stop what they're doing. They're torturing that boy. Rituals are performing upon him to exploit him, to draw power from him. I can't be part of it anymore.
And you're taking us there now?
He nods, and you just as you're passing the sign that well, she popped up. That's supposed to happen.
Whoa. That was quite scary.
Yeah, so you're just passing the sign for Wolverton, which is
oh, there you go. What a lovely little place.
let's get of
That's very
Picturesque.
quaint.
as you come to this junction, he points to like a large detached house on the corner that stands back from the road. Says that's Mary's. Says I'll pull up over here, and he sort of turns right and parks the car on like a small car park across from a little local church.
I have no idea how we can do that. I mean, we're not.
Not
Nathan's a big
exactly
guy.
a child rescuing squad.
Did anyone see what Nathan's car looked like at the pub?
No.
Before we drove off.
We don't even know if he drove off.
Yeah, he had a drink. Oh, he lived locally, didn't he? Yeah, he had like a flat in town.
Yeah, I was going to say he lived around the corner.
So he looks to each of you. Says, Eric, John, Ray, I need one of you to get Michael away from here. Take my car.
Here.
No, from my house. Take him away. Take him out as far away as you can, away from their influence. We can't do this thing if Michael's around. The cancer will come back.
And you think if we take
Does it
him,
matter if he's in Milton Keynes or?
I think it
Norwich?
will. I think if you take him far enough away out of their influence.
how are we going to explain it to Bridget? Can you write a note or something?
Yeah, if you like, yes, I'll write you a note. Yeah, and he takes a notepad from the glove box and scribbles a little note, basically like something along the lines of like, go take Michael and go with who's going.
It's a bit convenient that one of us has to leave like right at this point. We could have stopped off with Alicia and had her do it.
Yeah, you could have not
right.
taken us here directly, and then had to get rid of the
Yeah,
start.
we're
It's your
kind
car.
of.
How can you get down there?
We're going to have to go back.
There's still no. They're
We're in,
watching.
like butt nowhere.
They'll
I mean,
know.
I could call
Who's
Alicia and
watching?
ask her to go and pick him up, but she hasn't got a car.
We can't. They will know. They're watching. You don't know what they can do.
Well,
The
yeah,
Moonchild
maybe
can see. We are connected.
he-
Don't you get it? We are connected.
in that case, maybe it's better to just like phone Bridget and tell her to get on the train rather than trusting one of us to do it. Is the four of us that are in buttfuck nowhere?
I can call Alicia. Alicia can meet him in
At
Buckingham,
least we could get
but they need to make the first step.
to get on a train to London. It's easy to get lost in London.
Fine. I'll try. And he gets out the car, gets onto his foot, starts down on his phone, starting pacing back and forth, and you can hear him speaking to Bridget, and there's kind of this like this agitated conversation. Don't ask any questions. Just do it. Do it now. He says, I love you. Tell Michael. And then he puts the phone back in his pocket.
You going?
I think so.
Okay. Well, what have you got in the boot, David?
Boot? I don't know.
Yeah, the boot of your car. What have you got? Have you got a tire iron?
There might be. There's a toolkit, I think. If you want to go and if you want to go and get,
I mean, Nathan's a big guy. I think we can take him down without.
Yeah, there should be a tire iron. There should be a crowbar or like a There should be something in the back. There's a toolkit in the back.
In case you have any crates open. Tire lever. Okay, let's have a look then, guys. So have a look for something big and weighty in his toolkit.
Okay, so there's a spare. There's like one of them. There's a spare tire under a cover, and there's just like a basic kit for like there's a tire iron and a jack for just the basics for like changing on your tire if you need it.
You could bring the tire and just like bowl it at him and try and knock him over.
I'm gonna bring the triangle, the little triangle thing, and use
Get
it.
a pointy end.
Yep. Probably do more damage to myself. If we'll have to go into combat in any shape or form, just saying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is just a
where I
security
did not have that character.
Okay. So have you been to a house before, David?
Nathan's not here anyway.
Yeah.
Is there a back entrance, coal cellar? I don't know.
There's a back door. If I go to it's usually unlocked. If she's at home, and I know she's at home. Nathan's there too.
You're gonna go to the front.
I'll go to the front.
Forward. How are we gonna get? We're gonna get to the back. Can we go around the back of all the houses and go over the back wall?
So it's kind of on its own. So yeah, you can
detached.
Yeah, so you can easily get round the back. There's kind of on one side. There's like a not an alleyway, but like a sort of a dirt road that runs down the side and round the back of the row of the houses, as well as
no security cameras or anything.
Although they are watching apparently.
If I'll go to the front door. If I hold their attention, they might not notice.
Right, I guess that's what we're doing, guys.
So as you, Bradley, he's in the cellar. That's where they keep him.
Just a reminder, I have a stealth of 20.
Yes.
Anyone got a base stealth?
Yeah, no.
But I do know what the law is about home invasion.
So if going through the back door, just to the right, there's the stairs to the upper floor, and just to the side of the bottom of the stairs, there's a mirror on the wall, a full-length mirror, and it's hiding the door to the cellar.
Of course,
I wondered where you were going with that.
Check yourself out before you go down.
I'll distract them for as long as I can, but you need to get him out of there, away from them. Maybe we can end this.
Week early, by all accounts. Right, come on then. We'll do it.
Okay, so
yeah.
So
I like your optimism.
So David walks towards the front of the house, towards the front door. It's like I say, it's an old stone, traditional stone house, thick stone walls, sizable, quite a large garden at the front and at the back of the house. Although both gardens have clearly not been tended and just completely overgrown. The only path there is one that's been, kind of a well-trodden path back and forth through this like long grass, brambles that have like run rampant. And David kind of like is motioning for you to go down the track at the side of the house, and you can see there's a side gate into the back garden, and he waits till you're out of sight, and then you can hear him start to knock on the door.
No, until we hear footsteps.
So what are you doing?
Also, right, so we're heading round the back to the front door. What's it like at the side as we're walking around the side of the house? Is it open, visible?
How do you mean, sorry?
Well, we're not walking in plain sight, are we? Are we? What are the grounds like?
Yeah, good.
Oh, right, yeah.
Try not to tread on the gravel path.
Yeah, like I said, down the side, there's a wall that runs all the way around the grounds of the house. So it's completely, like I say, it's a fully detached house, big garden at the front and back, and there's a wall, and the whole thing's surrounded by a wall, not a massive wall, maybe about 4 or 5 feet tall. And then in the towards the back at the back of the house is a gate in the wall that takes you into the back garden. You can see there's on the left side of the house where you're going down, you can see there's 4 windows on the ground floor, and another 4 in identical positions on the upper floor.
Nothing on the side?
Sorry?
Nothing on the side of the house. No windows on the side of the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like 4 windows. So this side that you're going down, there's 4 windows on the ground floor, and then 4 windows in identical position on the upper floor.
Are they kind of like high enough that we could stoop to get underneath them, or do we have to like crawl to get underneath them?
No, you could.
Basically-
If you follow the wall, you can. Like I said, the wall is about 5 foot, so you could just like duck, and you can bypass them without being seen easily.
Okay, so if we're around the
any
side,
of the
there's a
windows
wall in between us and them. I
usually
sort of
half
look at,
open.
Sorry, go on, Colin.
no, what I mean is, David's gone up to the front door, we're going around the side, we're not inside of any of them, but we're inside of the house. I look at Eric and Ray and go, are we really doing this? Does this not seem a bit convenient?
I'm kind of past caring. I just want to know. I just want to know now. Whatever happens, I just want to know. So once we kind of like, I guess so we can see him through the window, getting up to. Is it darker outside and they've got the lights on? So does that mean as in they can't see us very well?
Yeah, I would say they've probably got the lights on now because it's not dark, but it's it's getting towards dusk.
So we can see. I mean, Nathan and Marie are obviously both there. Is there anyone else in the room with them?
I don't know. Is Nathan there?
Well, it depends. Do you want to try and look through the windows, the downstairs windows, as you're going past? You want to peer over the wall and look through the windows?
I'll have a peer.
Okay.
Probably not.
So glancing through through the first window, the closest window, as you're going down the side, going down this track at the side of the house. The first window is you can hear David knocking at the door, and you see Nathan and a woman that you presume must be Mary walking across what looks like a living room towards the front door.
Go on back. Scurry around the back.
Okay. So like I said, a little bit further down the track, there's a side gate that goes into the back garden.
Yep. Just here.
Okay. So yeah, flip through the gate into the back garden again. It's just overgrown, like tall grass and like untended bushes and trees, just like a jungle.
Oh, I was expecting a bit of landscaping from someone of her station, but yeah, and I guess it goes to the back door.
So yeah, as you can see at the back of the house, there's a window on the left hand side that looks into seems to be looking into a kitchen. Lights are on, and just a little.
No one else.
No, well, not that you can see from here. I mean, if you want to go up to the window and look in through the kitchen window, that's another.
Well, I'd rather do that than open the back door and then burst into a room full of people.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Right. Oh.
Right. Well, then give us a. So as what you're doing? So you're all going creeping over to the kitchen window, or what's somebody doing? So you're in the back garden, this overgrown back garden at the back of the house.
The wall, obviously.
Yeah.
Just in case like the floodlights come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, no. Before we actually set foot in there, we'll see if there are any floods.
Strangely, there are you don't see anything like that, not even any security cameras.
I mean, I wouldn't want to see this garden anyway. Fine. Okay. So go for the back door, I guess. You staying there, or are you going to come?
Yeah, I'll go. Do you know what? Let's not even bother ourselves. Let's just open the door and walk in. I think we're set up.
And the triangle and the tire.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're not.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Eric still going over to the kitchen window?
I might. Yeah, if you two go to the door, I'll keep an eye on the window just in case they turn around and start coming back.
Okay, and John's just.
Then you guys get the door open and the mirror open, and then I'll belt through.
Okay, so Eric, you go over to the kitchen window. Give us a stealth roll, I think, Eric.
Oh no.
And so John and Ray, you head over to the back door. So what are you doing, John? Are you waiting, or are you just barreling in through the door?
I feel like we're being set up, so at this point I'm just like, let's just walk in.
That is a fumble because
we're going in.
20.
Okay, so while you're saying this, like Ray's creeping over to the kitchen window, and you pick Ray, you peer in through the kitchen window.
When we hear
there's nobody in the kitchen, and you turn around, and as you turn around, you knock over this old like chimney pot that used to be like was an expensive essentially an expensive flower pot, and you knock it over and it topples over and just shatters as it hits the floor.
When we hear Eric fuck everything up, we'll just go in the back door.
Okay. Right.
I think that's our cue, John.
That was a distraction that I just made. Unfortunately, I made it very close to the actual source of the thing we were distracting from.
Okay. So yeah, as this crashes the floor, then John, you try the door, and as David said, it's unlocked, and you push the door open into a lighted hallway. It's all neat, tidy,
Very suspicious.
spotless inside. This solid wood pine floor, not laminate, genuine like pine wooden floor, all polished, and the gaps all sealed, and it's quite sparsely decorated. Like it's all white and sort of off-white colours. There's a few sort of modern art style photos, pictures, bits of artwork framed at evenly spaced along the hallway. This L-shaped hallway that you stood in. To your left, there's a door. There's two doors. The first one presumably goes into the kitchen. Another one further along. Directly in front of you is another door that must head towards the front of the house, and you can just hear muffled voices coming from that direction. Immediately to your right, you can see there is a banister. As David told you, there's a banister at the side of the stairs that lead up to the upper floor. Just across from that is a door that's slightly ajar, looks like it's a bathroom. There's a door to the right of the bottom of the stairs, and in between this door and the bottom of the stairs is this mirror that looks slightly out of place. It doesn't look, there's something odd about it. It looks out of place. It doesn't match the rest of the decor. Almost as if it's other than like muffled conversation coming from the front of the house.
From Eric.
Yeah, there's a crash. Although but other than that, no.
Okay. I'm going to fuck about with the mirror.
Okay.
Can I just get?
I'll
my
have a
hands
look at this
behind it
door.
and pull.
Yeah. So you're having a look at the mirror. Which door?
Is it the one on the right that was said was going to go into the basement?
So there's supposedly David said there's a door into the basement that's hidden behind the mirror.
Right.
But just to the just next to the mirror is another door as well.
I'm going to go over that door and put my ear up against it.
Okay. You can give us a listen roll. What's Eric doing? As you like, sort of cringing
a flower pot.
as you pick yourself up, cringing at the sound of this breaking flower pot chimney pot.
I take a look back through the window to see if anyone's running back through the kitchen or from the front door.
No, but what you do see.
Meow! Make a cat noise.
Well, strangely, you do see on the worktop, on the counter, you see like those metal pet bowl dishes, like a metal, about quite largish one, maybe like a looks like it's more like for a dog than a cat.
Oh shit! Shit. Okay. Do I subsequently hear a dog?
No, you don't hear a dog. No.
Oh, that'll be for the prison. Okay. But no one seems to have actually reacted to my tomfoolery.
No, apparently not.
Okay. I guess I will go in and follow the others, but with the tire iron in my hand.
Okay.
I spent 4 lucker to pass that roll.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Nothing. Hear nothing. Listen at this door while Ray's like sort of feeling around.
So I'm going to crack that door open then to see what's on the other.
Okay. So as you crack this door open, Ray I don't know, you're maybe thinking there's like some special catch, but it's literally been stuck on top of the door. But as you reach around, you can feel it's
double-sided tape.
Well, almost as badly as that. So it doesn't fit. So it kind of there's like a gap. The mirror sticks out where it's over the top of the.
Is it a mirror or is it one of them? That like foil stuff that you got out of a pound stretcher. The ones in the decorative part. It wasn't glass. It was like
no,
it put on straight and there's little bubbles in it. And...
Yeah,
it is a proper mirror, but it's as if they've like I say, it doesn't match with the rest of the decor. It's as if they've like got this because it's just the right size. It fits, but like I said, where it's
almost like they're better just leaving the door. It'd probably be less noticeable.
But yeah, it kind of sticks out a bit where the handle is, and so you can like kind of reach in. You can like kind of sort of reach in and get the handle.
Unless of course protect. That's how you keep it. It's a Moonchild and moon silver reflective. Maybe that's a way to kind of like keep it trapped.
So reaching right, you turn, able to like turn the handle and pull the door open. The door's kind of like it's not stiff, but it resists slightly as you pull it open, and you realise there are about half a dozen big, thick cushions being nailed to the back of the door, like makeshift soundproofing.
Okay.
And you
I'll
can
just
see
give it a yank.
some stone steps leading down.
Oh, goody. Come on, John. Stop dicking around with that door. This is the one we're interested in.
Right, but I'll just open the other door.
Maybe I. Okay, so if you guys,
Okay.
maybe
So-
I'll stay up. I'm gonna stay up just in case Nathan comes back round the corner, and then like if you guys need to run out the back door,
Like
you
an
don't
owl.
hear this. Yeah.
Okay, so John, inside you open this door up and it's a cloakroom basically. The walk-in closet cloakroom.
With lots of cushions nailed on the door.
Down in scary basement pose.
So when you turn round, the door's closed. Ray, the door closes behind you.
What? Oh,
Fucking
fuck.
trap.
I'll push the door
There's no door.
back open for John. And a cushion.
No.
What is there?
Just a brick wall.
So I've just gone into the kitchen. I haven't gone in the door. What do I see?
Into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So it's like it's all mod cons, the granite worktops and like top of the range appliances. There's an open like fireplace with a wood burner, like an Arga style wood burner.
So my plan is basically they're going to run down there, free the boy, get out the back door. If Nathan comes around the corner to try to stop them, I'm just going to basically block him and hammer him until he drops, or he drops me, so they can get out and get safe.
So you like I say, these worktops. On top of this, one of the worktops is this like I say that metal dog bowl, dish.
And that makes me angry because I realise that's what they're feeding the boy.
And the cupboard above it is open and it is full. Both shelves are full to the brim with cans of spaghetti hoops.
That makes me even angrier. They're giving him nothing but spaghetti hoops.
Oh god, that's evil.
Terrible.
That is
Spaghetti
actually
hoops
pure
in a
evil.
dog bowl.
I cannot stand those things even as a kid.
Really metallic as well. I don't
They are
understand why the hoop
rank.
piece of metal. The
Yeah.
beans are fine.
It's not even the same tomato sauce.
They
Like
don't even
even
taste
the
the pasta.
yeah, it tastes of sadness and horror and just wrongness. That's why I would never have spaghetti. I never liked Italian food because as a youngster, I encountered spaghetti hoops and I was told that was spaghetti. And yeah, it took me years to even get around to
There is worse, the actual spaghetti tomato sauce.
I've
yes,
got the straight
they're-
back.
yeah, those two. That's they're nasty.
Anyway.
No, but this is the horror.
Yeah.
This is what we're.
This-
This is our future.
This is the
what we're
true
gonna be
horror.
fed.
He ate
Spaghetti
nothing but
hoops.
spaghetti hoop.
Insanity, bro.
Well,
Nice
you
honey
lot
roast
are
is just
alright.
gonna go-
You're the other side of this door.
So John and Ray, what
the
are you
one
doing?
who's in trouble here.
So like I said, this door's click like just close, and Ray, you look round. There's just no door.
Yeah, I think we're.
Well, I'm gonna find the seat. There's got to be a seat. I'm going to try and find the seat.
Give me a sanity roll. Oh, okay. So you start like frantically trying to find a seam, and the door's there. You're like you're like grasping these pillars, and the door's there.
I'm gonna try and open it.
Okay, right. You push it open. John's like stood there on the other side trying to like get this door open. Suddenly, Ray pushes the door.
Well,
I think we're close to whatever it is causing these hallucinations.
Right, you hear the voices getting louder.
I'm just gonna go down.
I'm gonna get my wallet and my library card. Close the door, but leave my
Yeah, put
library
it in,
card
jam it
just
in.
wedged
Okay,
in.
yeah,
It's
okay,
not going to be visible from the outside because of the mirror.
yeah, okay.
Just to try and wedge it up. And if it's fucking with my brain, it's not going to work anyway. But
Okay.
yeah.
So John heads off, sets off down the stairs ahead of you.
Get my.
I'm sort of feeling
Is
like,
it
all right,
light?
let's just
Is there a
find out what
light
the hell this
or-
is.
You what, sorry, Dave?
Is there a light?
A light. There is a light. Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
So you can see.
Okay.
Um,
Down the stairs.
Yeah. So beyond this door is a flight of stone steps, and at the bottom of the steps is a short passageway leading to a second heavy wooden door. At the base of the door is a small metal slot, and there are several spy holes mounted in the door. The walls down here are of thick stone. They look to have been reinforced, and it smells.
Did we tell?
It smells damp,
Sorry,
and
sorry,
there's like it's a damp atmosphere. You can almost feel the like chill and moisture in the air.
Did we tell Alicia we were coming here?
No.
How's the half one survive for
Kind
this?
of hoping, kind of hoping for the cavalry.
In an Uber.
Yeah.
So, Eric, what are you doing?
Have a look through.
You're going to have a look through on the spy holes, are you?
Yeah.
And what's Eric doing upstairs?
I'm waiting for the guys to run back up with this released child and get out the door. Meantime, I'm listening, see if Nathan and Marie come back from the door, and whether they bring David in, they start chatting in the sofa, or whether they tell him to piss off. Just kind of working out how long they've got down there.
Peek round the door in case I'm going, shout louder so they'll believe us, shout my board.
There's a breeze coming through, 28p a second. Not paying to heat the garden.
Okay. So you, like Eric, you can hear can't hear what's been said, the exact word, but you can hear David and Nathan and a woman's voice, which you presume must be Mary. Sounds like they're
Charlie
inside.
Brown style.
Yeah. So they're clearly inside the house now instead of just stood at the front door. And you can't maybe hear like Nathan, but it's the next ritual is not supposed to be not till next week. What are you doing here, David? And then you hear this like muffled response.
Oh God, they've gagged him.
It's just that Nathan's quite loud. You know, when he speaks, he's quite loud. So you just loitering in the kitchen by the kitchen door, then, are you?
Might have some spaghetti hoops while I wait.
Rightio. So yeah, you peer through.
Unless I feel a reason to go into the door specifically, that's fine.
Okay. So Ray peering through one of these spy holes. Can't see much at first. There don't seem to be any lights inside there. The only light that there is what comes through this slot at the bottom of the door, and you can just, as you like peer through, it's like I say, it's just dark, and just about make out the corner of an old bed, and there's 2 or 3 metal pet food dishes, dog food dishes scattered about the floor.
Right.
Can we
I'll
see
gingerly sort of step through, not making too much noise. I look towards the bed. Are there any signs of like chain?
Okay, so there's bolts. So you try to open the door. There's like big bolts on the door.
Oh, you mean like that type?
Yeah, dead bolts on the door.
Clunk.
Okay.
They've had the trouble soundproofing here, so I don't think.
Yeah,
there's
well, the door, they're
not gonna like, but you know.
Yeah, they're
well oiled.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. They're well oiled. They're quite new and well oiled. So there's one at the top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. So it's an easy enough to slide them back and open into the room. Yeah, they open into the room. So yeah, push open the door and
It's quite homely.
so yeah, it's small.
Question: does it look better than Sarah's house?
Probably about the same.
Yeah.
Just no Jan TV.
Yeah. So yeah, there's this old. It's not actually a bed. It's a couple of pallets at the side of each other with a tatty old stained mattress lying on top. And there's a few like sheets of scattered sheets of paper and an odd mismatched collection of crayons and coloured pencils and you can make out like childlike drawings of on these paper of like happy families, child holding hands with a mum and dad, and really basically kind of stick figures, them kind of like a really young child would draw. And you don't notice at first, but in the corner what appears to be just shadowy, because there's, like I said, there's no lights in here, and then you realise there's a small figure huddled, like sort of cuddled and curled up, almost like in a fetal position at the far end of the bed, in the corner, against the corner of the wall. No, please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Adley, we're here to help you.
Want to get out of here?
And you see, turns his head. This head covered in long, lank, greasy black hair that hangs down over his face. The face that's all pockmarked and covered in scars and sores, and you see these bright pale blue eyes shining through the like strands of hair that hang over his face out. And as he speaks, you can see these rotten, twisted teeth covered in plaque that have clearly never seen a dentist.
Ow.
And this is who you see. And that is where we'll leave it.
Hello.
That's what a spaghetti hoops diet does for your kids.
Not a shooter, not tomato sauce. Actually, if you ever look at the breakdown, it's horrible.
But yeah, it looks. One more thing I would say. It looks about 13 or 14.
Not
Instant
not
bumper.
So not 10.
No,
So the
it looks
whole-
like like I say a lanky teenager.
Wow.
So we've been barking up the wrong tree with the whole 10.
For all we know, these guys have been trying this every year.
Yeah. I'm assuming this isn't the kid that we've been seeing for the last 24 hours either.
It looks a lot like him. Yeah.
More sanitized,
He
really.
was nasty.
Yeah. It's kind of. There's some similarities to it. Like I said, the pale, the eyes, the hair doesn't look identical. The one that you were seeing looked a little nasty.
Looked like his twin brother.
I mean,
Evil twin brother.
this kid doesn't look. He doesn't look pretty. He's clearly malnourished. Signs of being, clear signs of like physical abuse.
Seems happy.
Because I'm there.
Cool. Right. Well, we need to think how to get Stu back into the game next week. Find my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
The point towards your car, drive down, do like one of them rolls in through the windows, jump in.
Yeah.
Handbrake turn.
Trying to think where I left my car. Did we?
In the multi-story.
Yeah.
Already got a ticket by now. So I need to put like 3
Well, at
hours
least
on
she's
the
going to
meter.
pay it, obviously.
Yeah, she'd have to get an Uber down from Barnes to Pool and then come and get my car. That's what I'll do. I'll text her. Say, you need to pick my car up. Get clamped.
Come to the spooky house with the
Yeah.
soundproof basement.
Priority, not come and get us. Like, go and pick the car up.
I'll say I did that earlier. Probably when I realised David was taking us away. Cool. Oh, well, fantastic, Phil.
There we go.
We are so
Spooky and depressing as always.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the grimmer scenarios.
Because it's real to us, isn't it? It was like the Great Depression.
Yeah,
one of
maybe. 'Cause
There's
it's like-
there's that one, the Great Depression one, where basically rich people are stealing the life out of poor people.
Oh
and
yeah.
everyone just dies. It's like, oh, I remember seeing that and thinking that's really just going to ruin my day, that one. But this is modern day Milton Keynes, and it's just a bit too close to reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit too close to
Yeah. And there is
a bit close to the knuckle because
there
the rest
isn't-
of
Go on, Colin.
I was going to say the rest of the adventures you can
there
sort of
isn't,
separate.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know
There
with your
isn't like combat or any sort of fantasy
No.
element to it.
No.
well, not yet. I mean, I've got my
No,
tire
yeah.
line. I'm still
Yeah. No combat. No guns, of course.
no.
It's just
Hey.
grimness.
And you can't escape it. But anyway, brilliant. Thanks, Phil.
No, thank you. Thank you.
But no,
Cheers. Oh,
excellent as always.
Very good. Very
Right,
good.
I
Right.
will,
So yeah. So we'll be back. We'll
We shall
next
see you.
week. I think
Sounds
we're all,
good.
all good. Yeah. Cool.
Marvelous.
Thanks, everyone.
Radio.
bye-bye.
Thank you very much. See you in a bit.
See you
never mind
later,
that.
everybody. Good night.
Night.